No coffee, you made that shit?
I be getting these bitches like Johnny Bravo. We gon' hit a job by riding in the Tahoe. Get rich, act broke, yeah, that's the motto. If we Saturday hungry, we gon' feed them hollow. Chugging this lean, I don't like taking sips. Shoot him dead in his face, make him do a backflip. Put his body in the bag like potato chips. I ain't talking about for them when I let it rip. When I pop out, I'm tooted and booted. I'm looking for Judy and looking for big booty with some lead titties. Players fuck up, but just know I'm still jiggy. I ain't worried about fake, cause the red fit me. I'm a beat dog, nigga, you itty bitty. I'ma smoke this nigga, roll him up in the fit. Now your partner missing you like Diddy and Biggie. Right on.
Hey, it's Mexican Connected checking in with Mexican OT.
Yes, y'all know what it is, man.
Bay City.
Whole lot of other baby shit, big bird shit going on for real, man.
Dang, how many times do you think that you like go through it?
Not long, not much. Not as much as you would think, but I do delete some. Yeah, but you know, every once in a while.
Hey, if you're not a good artist, you're probably like looking for scraps, you know.
Yeah.
But something like you know what I mean? You're like, yeah, I just deleted it. Like I'm like.
Yeah,
I'm dumbfounded by this situation, you feel me? Because normally people are like, they get a lot of like mental blocks where they can't even write.
I used to be like that, but as I've gotten older, I've lived a lot. You know, I mean, I'm 22, you know, but I've lived a lot for 22. You see what I'm saying? Like when I had 12 years old, I was 18 and 30. You see what I'm saying? So that's how the reason why I'm saying that is because I always have something to talk about. You know, that's why I'll never sit there with writer's block. I always got something to talk about. I always heard a funny joke that I can make into a bar, or I did some dumb stuff that I can just talk about, or, you know.
That's what makes your music so cool though.
Right.
Cause I literally like listening to it, I got hip to it real quick.
Yeah.
And then once you can follow an artist and you see like the direction they're going, like your speed as far as like how you do all your run-ons and the punchlines and you know how you go about the metaphors and all that stuff, like then you're like, oh, okay, you're looking for the next punchline, you know?
Definitely. So, I used to want to take Jake music too, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of my old music, like The Plan C, Deadly Duo, Glocky, all those songs, like I just ran through it one time, you know. Like instead of punching in, I just boom, 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 you know, just did the verse, did the hook. And then when I got a hold of Greg, or when Greg got a hold of me, he started giving me a bunch of just advice on recording music and stuff. And you know, it helped a lot, because when the people that inspired me to do music was like my uncle and them. And that's how they recorded music. They would just run through it, you know. So that's how I started doing it. But
what type of music was this that you were first listening to, or your uncle was he like a hardcore like rapper or?
Yeah, like what in my hood where I come from.
Shout him out.
Yeah, shout out to the Dirty Baby for real, man. I'm already Dirty Baby babies. Shout out my little killers. Shout out my soldiers for real, man. We in this. But my Uncle Moan. Like, cause I'm known where I come from, around all the small cities, all the way to where I'm at, and where I'm at now. That's how my uncle was. I'm just going further. You see what I'm saying? So, but what I'm getting to is like my uncle was hard. You know, he came up with the whole kicked up clique. And matter of fact, look, I got a picture to show you. Check this out. I just got sent this picture earlier today. Cause I started rapping when I was like 4 years old.
You did say that. I think you mentioned that to me last time we saw each other. Like I've been rapping since I was.
Yeah, that's me. That's my
wow.
uncle. That's my cousin Hummer, my Uncle Esco. And you see, like, that's all it was, the Kick Dope Clique. You know what I'm saying? We was the originators of that. And my mama, my first rap name ever was V-Man, because my name is Virgil. My real name is Virgil.
Okay.
And my mama called me V-Man. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just went by that, you're like, I'm taking this and running with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then I was in the 6th grade and I was rapping, and I said something about like, but I'm on the verge, you know, and some people call me Verge. And my partner was like, oh, I like what you did with your name. It was a cool punchline. I said, what you talking about? And when he said it, you know, I kind of like played it off like, oh yeah, I mentioned it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't look bad.
Yeah, so you know, I try to be player about it. But so it was OTV, you know, and
OTV?
OTV. And in my life situations, you know, just with shit that was going on, I got left behind. I ain't have no family. All my family was down south, and I was in Austin. And I started closet hopping. I'd like flirt with girls and be like, you know, let me stay at your house and all this and that. And you know, 'cause I ain't had nowhere to go. And I showed that I ain't finna sleep on no bridge.
Where were your parents?
My mama died. My mama died when I was like, I was 8. And my daddy just left me. But
I know that has to be, what? That's wild.
Yeah, so what I'm getting to is when I started running around with my gang, my big homie was like, yeah, OTV too long, I'm gonna call you OT. And that's how OT came about.
Oh, you know I was gonna ask you that?
Yeah.
Why are you taking all my questions?
I'm sorry. I'm just
no,
talking.
it actually flowed perfectly.
Yeah, I'm just talking.
Yeah, no, I know.
My fault.
No, I thank you for sharing though, because I know like that, you know, that can be sensitive to a lot
I mean,
of people.
you know what I'm saying? Like I talk about it in my music. I don't understand why I wouldn't be able to talk about it here, you see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Dang, so you started rapping since you were young, inspired by your uncle.
Yeah. I remember my uncle, he would write lyrics for me. And I would go outside on the back porch at my abuelita's house, and I'd like rap for her. I would perform for her, you know, like
they love that.
We would put a blanket up, you know, and it'd be like the background. You see what I'm saying?
That's so cool.
Yeah, and my uncle would write lyrics for me, and I go out there and show up. And then when my mom passed away, that's when I wrote my first song. I wrote it about her, and
Do you still remember?
I don't.
You don't?
I don't. I'm sorry.
No.
I wish I did. That'd be cool as hell.
Right?
Yeah. But
It would be very.
Yeah.
No, I mean I'm surprised because you were young. You were what, like 8? You said?
Yeah. I've been hitting the head so many times now. I don't remember.
You played soccer too?
Of course. I played soccer and baseball growing up.
Did you really?
Yeah.
So we're into the stereotypes here.
Yeah, definitely. It's cool though. You know
Yeah.
I'm proud to be Mexican. I'm Mexican all the way.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like this is like perfect though, because that's actually one of the main reasons why we were pushing so hard for HipHopStreets Latino is because we don't have a platform. You know, so we were trying to expand it to the Latino based community and, you know, get everybody involved, because obviously, you know, there's a need for some movement leaders. And, you know, I don't know, it seems like you're going in the right direction though.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, you know, I have been laced up a lot when it comes to this music industry, but like, don't get it twisted. I got a solid ass team behind me. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't be able. I mean, I would get far because I got raw ass talent. It's just so organic. Yeah. But I got a solid team behind me. You know that laces me up, pushes me, keeps me motivated. You know, do's and don'ts. That's what I'm saying. You know?
Do you find yourself actually being more into like listening to what your elders are telling you?
I've always been like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I've always been like that. Like even as a kid, like I was always around the elder folk. You know what I'm saying? I was always around the old school, the OGs, and you know what I'm saying, whatever you want to call it. And I was a sponge, just soaking everything up. You see what I'm saying?
Were you was Spanish your first language or?
No, it wasn't. I actually had to learn Spanish.
Oh, so you really like a Tex-Mex.
Yeah, I'm
because you guys are
Texas Mexican, yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of times like they learn. Well, I would say they like the people out here. They happen because in the West Coast it's different. Well, majority of us, you know, we learned Spanish first. Our parents. Well, I come from a border town, so I'll say that.
Yeah.
So we have to like try to figure out how to speak English. And at school you have to speak English. You know, at home you have to speak Spanish. So it was very difficult, like learning both. But
yeah,
okay.
Definitely.
Cool. So you're fully bilingual. You're fluent.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't. Yeah, I go to Mexico and survive.
They'll eat you up. They eat me up, and that was my first language.
Yeah,
so
yeah, definitely.
They know you're not from here though. Every time I go over there, they're like, no, ella es del otro lado.
Yeah,
and I'm
definitely.
like, dang it, how does he know?
Right.
You know? I'm like, well, I hope they ain't trying to do nothing.
They just
Who's behind me?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but it's cool. I mean, I like to go to Mexico as a reminder of where my parents came from, so that I can keep it real close to me, because it gets difficult when you get out here. You start getting consumed with the whole money thing.
Yeah.
Do you happen to have any issues with that right now, or are you?
Money?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say money.
No, with like trying to not the money thing.
Yeah.
We got money.
Yeah, come on.
No, we're talking about like, you know, like that the role that it plays with the industry is what I'm talking about, really. Because obviously everybody needs money to fund the music career, or you get signed onto a label, you know, they'll give you a certain percentage, you know. I don't know if you're familiar with contracts yet, or
no, not yet.
Are you with a label?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you're not?
Yeah,
you're independent?
Yeah.
Oh, good. That's a good thing.
Yeah, definitely.
You're following the Gucci path.
Yeah, definitely. Because I just, like, you know what I'm saying, if I needed it, I would definitely do it. But, you know, God bless me. See what I'm saying? So I know I can go far without it. You know, I thank God every night. He really blessed me, you know. And he blessed me by not giving me the talent. He blessed me by putting those people in my life that I needed, you know, to, I guess, activate my talent, whatever you want to say.
Yeah. To put emphasis on it.
Yeah,
a lot of times I don't feel like a lot of like artists like say that type of stuff or converse like that in regards to like giving their flowers early to their team or to, you know, the people that are helping them out through the struggle, you know. So it's
teamwork make the dream work. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Fucking life, I had to do that by myself. I had to do all that by myself. So I know what it's like to be a one-man army. But I also know what it's like to work with a team, and you know, if you're working with a solid team, ain't nobody gonna be dragging nobody down, so it's cool, you know.
Yeah. Do you have other artists that you like? I wouldn't say like obviously not signed because you don't have a label yet, but that are like coming up like with you, and you guys are doing collabs together. Yeah, when you say like, a team, we're not talking about just the outside team, right?
I'm talking about like me, God, my girl, and my manager.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, there's people like, you know, back where I come from that I do music with, like, shout out my Mexican Jay Benji. I just dropped a new song with him. I remixed that essay talk with him too. And he's cool, you know.
Is this the one that was in the kitchen that you posted the other day?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. I like the way you guys were going back and forth. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you don't see that. That's very unique.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that I'm telling you about, like, your style. Mm. Like, you got the voice, you know, you definitely got the punchlines, and the way that you guys are going back and forth in the kitchen, I was like, that's hot.
Crazy. Yeah, that's definitely hot. And it sounds even better recorded.
Yeah, and that was just in the kitchen. That's why I was like, wow.
Yeah, exactly.
That was dope.
I remember when we recorded it, he was like, I wasn't looking at the camera, I want to re-record it. I was like, bro, it's straight. I feel like that was one of those things where, like, if you try it again, it's just not gonna come out the way it was, you know.
Yeah, sometimes the first time is a go.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
I would say that.
I just didn't want to push it, you know, and lose the momentum of what we had in that first video. Because, like, you know, like you said, like, it was cool, you know, it rocked out.
No, it did.
Yeah, definitely.
So, do you guys plan on making, like, a full video, or that was the video?
Nah, we already recorded the song. We're going to make a video. I got like 15 music videos in the making right now, you know, so I'm trying to give my cameraman like some air to breathe. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Wow, 15.
Yeah, like, man, I'm always on that, like, I love music. I don't do it. I mean, it'd be cool to get paid off of it and make a living, but like,
this is the way you express yourself.
Yeah. Huh? I mean, not even that. I just love to do it. I'm too good at it. Why wouldn't I not want to do it?
Or you look really natural in all your videos.
Thank you.
Yeah. I was like, maybe he got stuck there. Nope. Right there? No.
Come on.
Still going.
Yeah. I just, like, even as a kid, I really, man, it was my mama. Like, I remember when I was little, you know BET, right? Mm-hmm. That 106 in Park. Mm-hmm. When 106 in Park used to come on, she called me, V-Man, come in the room. And she made me, like, rap, you know what I'm saying, to whatever song was playing. She made me, like, have a little performance for her and shit like that, so it was cool. You know, and my mom, she always had, like, a little swagger to herself, you see what I'm saying? So, like, I picked it up from her easily. I love being the center of attention, and, you know, it just comes too natural for me.
Was she from Mexico?
No, she wasn't.
She was from here?
Lashes.
From where?
Bay City.
Bay City, okay.
Yeah, we are from Bay City.
Oh,
I feel like the only people that are really from Mexico is my great-grandparents.
Okay. So you're like, what, 3 generations in?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Oh, no, because my dad's side, I was thinking just my mom's side. My daddy's side, yeah, my great-grandparents too, man.
It's good to know. I feel like a lot of times, you know, when I'm talking to people that are like, oh, so you're a Mexican from Mexico.
No.
And I'm like, actually, I'm first generation here, you know, but I am product of illegals, you know what I mean? So then the whole conversation comes about, you know, because a lot of people, they don't really talk about those type of things either, so.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Definitely.
So, do you have any kids?
Nah.
Okay. None that you know about, or none at all? Okay, cool.
Not at all.
That's good. You gonna wait?
I don't want to wait, but I gotta wait. You know, like I'm happy with my woman, you know, and I know she's gonna be a wonderful fucking mother. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just
timing.
I don't want to miss my kids' first steps. You see what I'm saying? Like, this music is really finna take off for me, and you know, like I said, I do want to do it now. I think it'd be cool to have a little kid change it. Because I grew up changing my little brother's diapers. My mother was always out. You know, my mother had us at a young age. So when she would go out, we was watching Scarface, Hustle and Flow, sitting in the living room, putting blankets and pillows on the floor. We would all sleep together. You know, I would change my little brother's diapers. I would warm Hot Pockets up, and we had some hot-ass Big Reds under the sink, you know. So that was our dinner every night, and I just, you know, I took care of them, you know.
Oh, wow.
So,
how many siblings do you have?
I have 3 siblings. I got a sister, a little brother. Oh no, 2. I got an older sister and a little brother. But my mother and her sister Sabrina, they always lived together. They were the closest out of all the sisters. So Sabrina, she had Romeo, D'Angelo, you know, in Brooklyn. But at the time it was just Romeo. And then Joseph would come over, one of my cousins. So they're my cousins, but I still took care of them. You know what I'm saying? Like if that were my little brothers and shit.
Wow, it sounds like you're carrying a lot of weight.
I was, but I'm big boy. I got it. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good way to put it. Okay, cool. I did want to ask you, is there anybody, I know you're from Bay City, but is there anybody, and I know you do a couple shows out here and there, but is there any artists that you kind of want to work with that are out here? That you have you're like, oh, that would be dope to work with that one? Or you're just kind of like zoned out because you're trying to make your own album, your own?
I'm not even focused on albums right now. I feel like I don't have a name. Like I'm a nobody still, you know? So somebody is not going to take the time out of the day to listen to my whole album. Because if I drop an album, I'm put like 20 songs on there. Like I'm not here to play around, you know?
Well, I'm going to listen to it.
Yeah,
you got a new fan.
That's what I'm saying. But
so
like,
if I like it, they're going to like it.
But that's a room full, you know what I'm saying? Like I need the world.
But it's those little roomfuls that make it happen. Because see, it's like people like me, I relate to your music, so I'm going to be more prone to buy it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or to stream it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because number one, you know, you're Mexican. I'm trying to support you. You're people. You know what I mean? Plus, you're a good rapper. You know, but I just feel like sometimes, you know, people miss on the little people like me. Like I love underground artists. You know, so I'm always checking for them. I stream like, you know, some of the bigger artists when they're on like a playlist, but I hear them in the club all the time. Yeah. So I really don't like listening to, you know, the mainstream artists when I'm in my car or when I'm working out. I like to listen to underground artists. That way I really am paying attention to what they're saying, you know. I'm listening to their lyrics.
I need to start working out.
Don't. Hey.
Before I got with her, I was like 160. And I'm like 260.
Get back into that little soccer rhythm.
Nah.
It's a little something.
I was on drugs. I wasn't in sports. You know, I was just being a hoodlum, you know.
So now it's time to get back in the gym. You gotta do it. You gotta do it though. Being healthy is important though. Like,
oh, definitely. But I'm cool with being with how I am right now, you know.
But you just said I gotta get back in the gym. You said it, not me.
Yeah, but that's just so.
So that's your subconscious talking.
Nah, not at all. I'm cool with being a big Mexican. I like it. You know what I'm saying? I need to look good for my girl.
You have to.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So that's why you're getting back in the gym.
Sooner or later.
Okay.
Yeah, one day.
All right. What about any artists from outside of Houston? Like, do you know any Cali artists that like are upcoming that you like?
Man,
or West Coast?
Cali got its own vibe. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, they
it's
do.
It's not something that I can get down with. You know?
Because it's slower.
I don't know what it is. I just know I'm a Texas Mexican. I'm from the South Side, so like, there's a big difference between West Coast and the South Side. You see what I'm saying? Like,
You're basically saying that you don't fit in the Chicano category.
yeah, I don't.
Right?
But I respect it to the fullest. Like,
Right.
whoever's doing it, that's cool, bro. Like, I want to see you eat. But
Yeah.
it's just not my cup of lean. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what category, what genre would you say that you are in? Or or a mixture of maybe you do a little bit of this and a little bit of that?
I don't know. I feel like that's more of a people, like a question for the people. You know, I don't know.
Yeah,
Like even when it comes to music, like I can't even tell you just from my inspiration, cause like I listen to country. I'm country. I'm super. I got a horse named Simba. I ride to the corner store.
Not a horse.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Are you serious?
I'm telling you.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
So like,
That's different.
I listen to country. I listen to a lot of rock, especially classic rock. And I got back into it deep when I got with her because that's what she listens to. So, you know, I listen to rap. Just not as much as you would think it would be. You know, so.
You're too busy building, huh?
I don't know what it is.
So, okay. So you don't want to do anything with anybody in Cali as of yet.
Yeah. Hold on. I mean, Mimo. I don't know if he's from Cali though.
He's from the West Coast somewhere?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm familiar.
Mimo the Mufasa or something like that. And my heart cold, mouth cold.
I gotta check him out.
Hey, he cool.
Sorry,
cool.
I don't know you, but I will.
Yeah, he's super
Because Mexican
cool.
OT just put you on.
Yeah, he's super cool. Wherever
Okay.
you at, shout out to you. He cool.
Okay.
He got a cool vibe. You know, you could tell he from the West Coast, but it's just one where like you valid. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Do you do any of the like the movement music leaders? Like, do you listen to anybody? Do you like that is
what
like
do you mean movement?
that are with like the Mexican movement, with like the Chicano like movement, or with the like basically? Have you ever heard of Versa? Oh man, this dude, he's underground too. He's coming up though. He's like he does a lot of stuff or whatever out there. I would say, I don't know exactly the city he's from, but he's up north. Anyways,
From where? Northwest?
Like West Coast.
Oh, okay.
North Cali.
Yeah.
But he makes movement music. That's what I call it. Because I got to find a category for it, right?
Okay, movement music.
So and I'm saying like it's for the people, but it's talking about the struggles. Kind of like corridos.
Oh, like a King Lil G.
Yeah, but not so much with the AK-47 deals.
Okay, yeah, I see
you know,
what you're saying, yeah.
not like on a violent tip. Cause
Yeah.
King Little G is more like, I'm not gonna call him violent, but I'm just gonna say King Little G is more in tune with like his rags,
Yeah.
you know. And this guy is pretty much just talking about like, this is what our people are going through. These are the struggles. He's just displaying it. He's not talking bad about nobody. He's just displaying our struggles.
Yeah.
Just putting people on. Because if you don't know a Mexican, or if you don't know any Mexicans, or if you know any Latinos, you don't really know their struggles. Like what you were just talking about in regards to your life. You know, people wouldn't know that we go through things like this. You know what I mean? Like, you got left behind. That's what you said. You know what I mean? Like that's a big deal.
Yeah.
So you have some rappers that are like movement rappers.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But you gotta check him out though. Check him out. His name is Versa.
Versa.
And I think it was like this other, but like you were saying there, it's like slower. It's a West Coast feel.
Yeah.
But I think you'll like him. Maybe one of these days you guys will link up.
And honestly, I wish there was Mexicans in like the East Coast. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
Because growing up, you know, like when the whole Biggie and Tupac beef was going on, oh, bro.
We could help him out.
I'm Biggie all the way. I was Biggie all the way, yo. Like, it was something about Eminem, Big L, huge inspiration. Big L was insane with the punchlines, yo. He was crazy.
Controversial question. Female rappers, is there any girls that pop out that you think are good, like lyricists that have like a good little, you know, the punchline game?
I was on Instagram a few days ago, and you know the food community.
No, I don't.
Okay, well they're like, you know, the whole Chicano vibe shit. and they played this girl. I don't remember her name.
Dang, how do you not remember?
She was ripping.
Hey, I need you to keep your ears open because I need these people.
Yeah, definitely. I forgot her name. I mean, I'm sure I can just go to the page and look at it. But she had the whole West Coast vibe. But
what she look like? Do you remember?
She was a little petite girl, long black hair. You know, I don't know.
She doesn't not Snow, huh? Not Snow the product.
Nah, I actually, you know what? I don't know. Snow doing her thing. My Mexican Castro, you know Castro?
Yeah. They used to be lined up.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but something.
I mean, there's only 3 sides to a story. There's his, and the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to really get into that thing, but
Definitely not.
yeah.
That's their stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I was pointing her out because I know that she's one of the good ones as far as we don't have a lot of Mexican female rappers that actually hand the bars.
But
like
I think
that.
it's cool as hell. Like, you know, it's like attractive, you know?
Yeah, no. She's been going, I don't know if you know her story, but she's been going hard for
20
like
plus years.
a long time.
Yeah, she OG. I know it. I already know it.
And she's young too. I don't remember how old she is, but she's probably like 33 maybe.
Oh,
30,
no shit.
Yeah, she's young. 33 or 34 or something like that. But I used to follow, I think I started following her about like 10, 12 years ago.
Yeah,
when she
cool.
like had like miscellaneous songs.
Yeah,
Now she's
like
a whole,
her music, I think it's super cool. Super cool. You know, but it's every single one of her songs is always super fast.
Yes, they are. But that's her style.
Yeah.
Just like yours, when you start going in, if you can't hang, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, definitely.
You better catch up.
Yeah, definitely.
You know?
So I see where she's coming from, but every once in a while you gotta have that song that.
She actually started slowing down probably like a year or two ago, and then that's whenever she would throw like Spanish lyrics in and out.
Let me ask you something. You know there's a difference between West Coast Mexicans and Southside Mexicans, right?
I live it. I live it.
Okay, cool.
I'm from the West Coast.
Yeah.
So coming over here is a huge like cultural shock to me, even though I'm Mexican.
Yeah.
So that's why even us having this conversation now is kind of enlightening, because I'm like, oh, now I get to see how y'all think, because and there's a separation, and people don't even understand that there's a separation within like our people.
I feel like, and I see it a lot. I feel like the whole Chicanos, the West Coast Mexicans, I feel like they beef with us.
They do.
Like I feel like they don't respect us.
I wouldn't say, well, in a sense, I would agree. Now I can't speak for everybody, but I will say this: as far as where I come from, majority of the people that are gang related and the ones that are not, you know, I can't really say much about, but the ones that are, the gangs, they don't feel like the gangs are really real out here. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So it becomes a that type of issue.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they ain't real because, you know, we really bang over here, they don't bang over. That's a different fight, you know?
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about, movement. Like, that's why I brought up that artist, because he's talking about moving together and not moving away from each other. But there's so much separation between the Chicanos, the Hispanics. Do you even know what you are? Because there's different categories. There's Hispanic, Chicano, Latino, you know, Latinx. Like, they got us divided by all these different genres, you know?
It's crazy, like, man, I'll slap you, bro.
No, not the violence. Remember, we're moving forward with the movement.
Yeah, but
but I get what you're saying.
Come on, dude. Like, there's no.
But I think a lot of that comes from, like, you know, not getting to do the sit downs. A lot of it, like, if me and you,
they're not gonna want to sit down.
I mean, maybe they will. We can't speak for everybody.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I can put you on with a couple of West Coast homies. You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like the reason why I say they wouldn't want to sit down is because I know I wouldn't want to.
Why not? You're the one talking about the movement. You gotta sit down. You gotta be a leader, especially in this game.
I lead myself.
No, yeah, you lead yourself, but now you got people following you, and you might not want to be a role model. You probably don't. And I remember, I think Cardi B did this in an interview when she was like, I'm not your role model. Like, I'm not your kid's role model.
Yeah,
Don't pan out. But at the same time, it's like, it's not her fault. She's already in that category. Like,
Yeah.
and that's where you're at. Like, where you're going, people, whether you like it or not, you're going to be some kid's role model.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you do have to be a little bit cautious about how you move, just because you do have like somebody that might have been your age at 8 years old coming up listening to your music. You know what I mean? That maybe all they have is music.
Yeah.
So, you know, we just got to paint different pictures, because it's easy to go back to, hey, now, you know, I don't want to deal with them. I mean, there's always going to be a West Coast and an East Coast and a down South war. There is. You know what I mean? But are you part of that, or are you part of the movement? You know, that's what we have to figure out.
Yeah.
But I believe you're part of the movement. Your music tells me, your sound tells me, you know, I believe like that's the direction that you're going.
Yeah,
to be honest with
definitely.
you.
Yeah, like I said, like there, you know, I'm not sitting, like I can't sit here and just think of like some other rapper from somewhere else and be like, I don't like him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you just said it's different styles.
Yeah, we just different vibes.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. It might be where he's cool, but maybe you don't want to drop a verse with him, because that might not be, you know. But
And you see while Texas, think about it, the music side, you still got West Coast, you know, thinking about the gang affiliation wise.
That's always gonna be a play though for them.
Why?
It goes deeper than us.
You tell me how come why?
It goes deeper than us. You know it does. It has nothing to even do with the U.S. It has something to do deeper. It's Mexico affiliated. You know, and we can't get too far into politics like that.
Yeah.
We can only worry about the music politics, which is the industry that you're like, you're hesitant about. And I see that you're defensive a little bit about that part. But it's okay to be, because, you know, you're from out here. So, but once you transition over and you go into the industry like fully how you are, I believe it's gonna change your mind, and it might change your spirit too.
Yeah.
Because right now it might just look a little dark over there. You know what I mean? But you might change people's minds about you and about the sit down and everything. I believe it, because here I am, a West Coast chick, you know, having a full blown conversation with a down South Mexican. You know what I mean? You can blame me. I done said before, oh man, them Tex-Mex people are just different. You know, they just different. They might not be my cup of tea, you know. And I done said that before, you know, before when I didn't know anybody. And I was just speaking, you know, referencing, oh, well, we're different from the West Coast to the down South, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's get back to this music thing. Forget the coasts.
Come on.
So what projects do you have lined up?
Singles.
And so is that part of the 15 videos that you're getting ready to do?
Yeah, and I mean it, including the songs that don't got videos yet.
Whew, you're working. So do you do it every day?
Not every day, but when I do it, I crank a lot of it out.
Okay. So what can we expect? Do you have any upcoming shows or?
Yeah, I got one June 19th. I got a show there at the Lux. At the Lux.
The Lux.
Yeah, on West Summer.
We gonna get everybody the details.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got one June 19th. I got a video shoot on the 13th. Actually, for a song, it's called She Like a Mexican.
That's funny. Okay.
It's real.
Yeah. So the 19th, that's your next runner up.
And I mean, but between that, just writing music and music videos, you know.
And you're gonna make an appearance at our August 7th situation we're about to have.
If you have me, yeah.
What? Yeah. We have a whole thing we're putting together. You know, it's gonna be HipHopStreets Latino presents La Fiesta.
Okay, that's cool.
Right?
Yeah, I like that.
It's groovy. It has a little twist to it.
Definitely.
So we're gonna have it's gonna be like some vendors in there. We're gonna have artists, big showcase. It's gonna be big. So
I got a buddy that has like his own brand. Like, who would I have to plug him in with to get like, you know, to have a vendor in there?
Oh yeah. Talk to us afterwards for sure. Yeah.
We can do that.
We'll get that situated.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but So look, I appreciate your time. I know you came so far from Bay City. I heard it was an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes. So I really appreciate your time with us. And we're gonna do a whole run around in a couple months, and we're gonna check you out again and see where you at, so we can, keep up with you.
I'm always elevating. Like I remember, I had an interview with Chopper Vetting, and he asked me, this was 2020, what's your goal, for the end of the year, beginning of 2021, so I'm gonna be on radio. And so enough, I was on the radio. You see what I'm saying?
Nice.
They asked me now, what's your goal? I'm finna be the face of Texas. Like I'm not here to play. I'm ripping tattoos off skins. I'm in the studio every day, and like just give me I'll be the face of Texas. I'm finna be the hardest coming out of Texas, definitely. I'm gonna do something. I'm definitely putting my hood on the map,
You're putting more than your hood on the map. You're putting the whole people on the map.
Yeah, definitely.
Carry the Mexicans with you.
Yeah, definitely.
I appreciate you. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. This is Mexican Connected with HipHopStreets, Latino, and we're out.